Hi, welcome to Channel Messages with Sandra. Today we're doing zodiacs. Um, Going live. I'm just trying to see if no. Because the last time I went live, it literally was private, and then I had to upload it, and no one can see it. I don't know how that happens. All right, I'm just gonna get started, and if we have to upload it, and then that's the way it goes. And I mean upload it to the other side. I wish they could tell you. I wish it could tell you here though. If it. Oh yeah, we don't want that on. Hmm. All right, we're a minute in already. So okay, I'm gonna go ahead. This is the Draconis deck. This is the Angels and Ancestors deck, I believe. I'll have to look that up. So we're going to go ahead and start with Aquarius. Thanks for your patience. Okay, Aquarius, you have the Five of Wands. There's a little glare. As we know, the Five of Wands can be a little rough. Not as rough as the Five of Cups or the Five of Swords, but it can be a little something, something. This is usually um, fighting against yourself, fighting with family, um, something that's internal, and it's really causing you a lot of headache, perhaps making you feel as if you're a captive or you're being held down. Let's see what the angel, well, ancestors, summer. Okay, so the wands can be spring to summer ish cards. It feels as if you're going to have to wait until summer to truly get where you need to go. But bees, the community, the honey, the sweetness is right there for you. Okay. All right. Aquarius, that's your reading. Little short ones. I'm not going too deep, but they're definitely messages meant for you. Okay, moving on to Pisces. Everyone's shuffled, everyone's blessed and smudged, and oh, that's Pisces. You got a Five of Cups. It does show there's a little bit of an emotion. Well, these take what resonates. They're degrees, they're general readings. It depends who hears, who's listening. Five of Cups definitely tells us, though, that there's an emotional upset. It's already started. I have a sinus issue. It's already started, but it's just getting going. It as if the fire hasn't been put out. The fire just started, and it's gonna just go. Pay attention, if you will, if you want. You pay attention to your emotions during it. If we're sad, if we're grieving, just cry. Just cry. If you cannot, for whatever reason, I've in the past put on sad movies. So, that's up to you. We can just go with it. Release if we can. That's definitely a release of emotions. Okay. Oh, that's funny because I did shuffle these, and on the Facebook live that I just did a couple of minutes ago, both those cards came up. So this is shooting like a straight arrow. We know how that works. Keep true to yourself. Keep true north, as they say. Surround yourself, if you can see, surround yourself with protective energy. Protective energy is the love, is the heart. Protective energy is protective energy is our love. It's our soul, it's our natural state of being. So you just want to make sure you're experiencing that. Okay. All right. Thank you, Pisces. Moving on to Aries. And yes, it's a hello to everyone because I can see some of my friends. Aries, you got the Three of Cups. Perhaps because, especially after some people celebrate holidays in the wintertime, if it's too much, dial it back. Celebrations can be celebrating the goals, celebrating sobriety, celebrating not eating that third donut, if you will. So this is nice. I like this for Aries. This is just go ahead, continue, take care of yourself. Winter. Okay. So this winter, absolutely take care because that was the channel to begin with. Take care of your needs. Eat healthy. We have to do the best we can. I don't always walk my talk. I occasionally will have this or that or this or that and that. So we just do the best we can. But the majority of the time, grow your own food. Even if you have a small itty bitty apartment, the parsley on the windowsill, something. And there are some plants that can grow with very, very little light. Take care of yourself because after this winter, there's something going on. Hold on. After this winter, Aries, you're moving forward. You're moving on. Pay attention to the requests and the invitations coming up. Enjoy, but free will. Make sure you're accepting the ones that you really want. All right. Thank you, Aries. Moving on to Taurus. Okay. Taurus. Oh. Taurus, you consider taking the time to read more. Consider taking the time to review contracts. You're missing all the information. You don't have all the information. Make sure you do prior to, even if we're purchasing a new blouse, a new shirt, we want to make sure we have the quality that we want. Everything's, especially clothing, that's almost polyester, and it's not really good for us. Well, it's not even really, it's not at all good for us. So this is just examine. And we know that the hermit comes out of the cave. This is prepare to come out of the cave. Prepare to come out of your old way of being, the old way of knowing, the old way of living, the old way of treating people, talking to people, seeing people. A lot of people surprise us. We can pigeonhole them or look at them in a particular way. And yet, if we really get to know them, they're not like what we first imagined. Okay, let's see what your ancestor card is. The Knight. Be brave and honest. That's the Hermit. It's courage to come out. It's courage to be brave. It's courage to tell people knowledge that you have and share that. It sometimes it just feels like I'm on a mission from Creator. I'm on a mission. That's how I felt since 2020. See where you need is in quotes. See where it would help you be brave and honest. What information do you need? What information would I, we don't want people to really live in a hedonistic society. We really don't want, because we're all affected. But we also don't want people closed off so much that they're not enjoying their life. And sometimes the older we get, and I can tell you because I'm getting older, the older we get, sitting there saying, well, I don't want to have regrets anymore. I don't want those regrets. How can I change? What can I do? And it's be brave and honest. And we do that a lot of times with information and information that we gather ourselves, and we talk to ourselves. Talk to yourself. Although we could drive ourselves crazy too. So, all right, you're okay. You got this. All right. Thank you, Taurus. Moving on to Gemini. Gemini, you got Queen of Pentacles. This is sitting pretty. You're absolutely sitting pretty. Take inventory of what you have in your home. Take inventory. Declutter where you can, where you. This is such a Earth card. Such a yes, of course it's an Earth card, but it's really an Earth card with the Queen. To me, more so than any one of the others of the court cards, at least. Do an inventory. Do an inventory of, because physical is still our bodies as well. So do an inventory of your health. Do an inventory of what you wear. We just talked about that with Taurus. Polyester isn't good for our bodies. So leaning more towards the cotton, the linen, yeah, hemp and etc. But wool, the linen and wool are the top two. This is take inventory, declutter where you can, and make sure that if you need a new pair of rain boots, you go and buy that. The Queen takes care of herself. Okay, spring. Pentacles are spring to me, but they can also reflect autumn. So this is take care of everything for spring. So yes, it's going to be spring cleaning. It's going to be a lot of that. See what you need. See what you need to do. See what you need to do, because it says, see your seeds grow. So it's watching the money grow. We can watch it grow. We're in a crazy realm. Uh, most of our money is not even talking about taxes. Most of our money actually goes to other people. Down the line would be to you know who. And most of our money goes to them. So this is taking stock. Take stock and see where it can grow, like food, herbs. They can grow all on our own. Well, on their, because they're ours, if that makes sense. So they're on our own. Even whether you call it timeline, whether you call it life, whether whatever you call it, This is grow, grow it, just grow. This could be even studying, but you're going to see everything come to fruition. Well, I don't want to say everything, but you're going to see some of your hard work, that's pentacles, some of the hard work come to fruition. Okay. Thank you, Gemini. Moving on to Cancer. Yes, and I realize that there is an issue with the recording, so I'm going to be putting this up separate. Oh, Cancer, you got the Eight of Cups. This is diving deep, deep dive into, yeah, I'm just going to have the glare, I think. Sorry. This is diving deep into waters that you're not used to. This is diving deep into areas, even if it's work, employment, new business, emotions, obviously. But we can have emotions with coworkers, with owners, and if we're the owner, we have emotions with ourselves and employees. This is dive deep because you're going to rise. Let's see when you're going to rise. No, I'm not going to pronounce that right now because my mind shut off. Be grateful in the movement and action. This is a really action card. I absolutely love it. This is an action card in action reading. Practice patience, not easy. Practice the patience and be graceful in the movement and the actions. So yeah, Tai Chi, Qigong, some yoga, anything that's flowy, walking up to a point, but anything that feels good in a practiced way. If you're not able to stand or have that type of exercise, there's chair exercises. If you're recovering from a disability or an injury, there's chair exercises. This is fly high. This is definitely graceful movement. I love that. Okay, thank you, Cancer. Moving on to Leo. Leo, you got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands can be change, it can be challenging. This is still fighting. It's almost like the five in this deck, in the Draconis deck. It's very similar in energy to the Five of Wands, where it's usually infighting, but this has moved on to other people. Sometimes our mouths, foot in mouth, sometimes we can cause a little issue with other people. We have to be careful because we have to be careful. And it's just out of politeness, it's out of civil discourse, civility, to be polite. If someone's getting on our nerves, you walk away when possible. Let's see what your ancestor card says. The Hermit, retreat and recharge. That's a perfect pairing. That's an absolutely beautiful, perfect pairing. Retreat. Safety first. If it's an emergency, you're on your, you have to use your own intuition. But this is definitely recharge. Come back another day with better comebacks, if you will. And I don't mean comebacks as in being snarky or mean. This is come back another day with more information, perhaps a different approach. Retreat, recharge yourself. Okay. Thank you, Leo. Moving on to, oh, I lost my pen. Hold on. Moving on to Virgo. Oh, that's interesting. Judgment in reverse. This is, it's already been judged. You have already been judged. It's already a done deal. It's already a done deal. If we can't do anything about it, we have to work with what we have. It also, like, in the Draconis deck, this is also a release. It's, it's a release of something that was torturing you. It's a release of something that is on your mind almost constantly. This is play music, divert attention, work with it to clear it, but soothe. You know that saying, soothes the savage beast? That's sometimes our anger, our anxiety. So we want to soothe that. Oh, take note of intuitive messages. That's a beautiful pairing because the judgment in reverse is definitely our intuition worked. Let's put it that way. Our intuition worked. And take notes. There's a blank slate coming up. After all this release, all this work, there's a blank slate coming up. What do you want to do with it? You get to decide. Okay. Thank you, Virgo. Moving on to Libra. Oh, the Page of Pentacles, the Princess. So this is, yes, you want to deliver messages with kindness, but the message to yourself as if she was looking through a mirror, into the mirror, not just through it. Because we look into a mirror, right? We can see ourselves, but we look through the mirror to see the deepest part of ourselves. So this is a reminder, you're wonderful. You're too hard on yourself. There's growth in anxiety, sadness, and happiness. There's joy. There's growth in all of that. And the Pentacles reminds us, with whatever we learn, we can share with others. Let's see. Okay. Eagle. Oh. See from a higher perspective. That's beautiful because she's looking up. So see from a higher perspective. Something that you were looking at. Change the perspective. Change the, what's that? You know that saying where the art, the picture was, the art painting was hung in a crazy way, and they said, but they can't change where it's hung, but you can change the lighting, and which is funny because there's lighting. This is change the lighting, change the way you're looking at something, and probably looking at yourself. Libras can be very, like many of us, but still, Libras can be very hard on themselves. So this is a reminder, fly above that. Fly above the anger. Fly above any fray, the storm, right? Eagles fly above the storms until they pass. This is somebody beautiful. The eagles are beautiful. This is, you're just a beautiful soul, Libra. Go with that. Okay. Thank you. We're moving on to Scorpio. That's funny. Okay, Scorpio, you got the Two of Cups. This card always reminds me of the secret garden. and keeping secrets. And we know that sometimes throughout our lifetime we need to keep secrets. It's just the way things work. But on average, secrets destroy. Secrets are usually created because they're harmful. Not all secrets. Some secrets we keep. If somebody tells you something that you know for a fact should be a secret, you keep it. But it doesn't mean that we keep all secrets. If a secret is abusive, if it's harmful to us, if it's um, if it's too much, yeah, we could go to confessional. We can tell a friend. We could do something about that. But this is a reminder that not all secrets are worthy to be kept a secret. Use your best judgment. On the flip side of this, if you will, this is a love card. So there's no judgment in spirit in that way. Do we come in with certain guidelines? Absolutely, we come in with guidelines. But this is a card to remind us, offer love whenever possible, or just offer love and kindness. We don't have to. Um, um, the offering is not just. It's not just romantic. It's literally the compassion. Okay, let's see what your ancestor card is. Earth Mother. Oh, that's a beautiful pairing. Feel loved and comforted. So you can see the energy of the lady is offering the dragon, which are real, by the way, uh, hunted to almost extinction, but that's another story. She's offering compassion. She's offering, are you thirsty? This is helping. An Earth Mother helps, and it's the energy. So if you're a male, that's fine. It's the energy of actually um, empathy, helping, loving, healing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Scorpio. Moving on to it's those allergies. Well, it's the sinuses from the air. So Sagittarius. Oh, Page of Swords. This is you or someone immediately to you. This is giving lectures, having to supervise, having to work hard at something. But it's a reminder you have it. You've studied. No one's perfect. But this is showing you have it. Be more confident. Bask in your confidence. You have what it takes to run the class, to take the test, to purchase something a little bit more expensive. You have to check your finances, it's free will. But this is somebody, she's really getting in charge and delivering the messages. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'm only taking the one. So, Earth Gardening, stay rooted and grounded. So, the swords are up in the air, right? We could think too much, overthinking, over this, over it's just too much. The Earth Guardian reminds us, oh, the garden. Gardening is a great way getting our hands in that soil, plants, having them around us. It's a great way to completely ground. And that's a beautiful balance with energy and chakra. Sagittarius, it's a nice little reading. This is go forward, go ahead. The plans, your plans should be working out. Always do your homework. That's the swords also. Always doing homework. Right. Thank you, Sagittarius. Moving on to Capricorn. Capricorn, you got Six of Wands. This is definitely keep running, I don't want to say running away, moving away from any drama, moving away, whether you cause drama, somebody else causes drama. This is definitely moving away. No more stirring the pot. I'm giving up. uh, I need a break. I need a break. I'm going to surveil my kingdom or queendom. I'm going to move and just be on the move. I'm on the lookout for something better. I'm on the lookout for the 7 of Wands. Traveler, that perfect pairing. Move in a new direction. Move in a new direction emotionally, physically, your perspective, your beliefs. This is move in a new direction. That's it. Thank you, Capricorn. Oh, that's it. That's our reading. All right. Yes, I'm going to definitely check because I got a couple messages. So I'm definitely going to check the video. If I have to do a new one, I do a new one. That's the way it is. You are loved, you are loved, and you are lovable. Take care of yourself. If you want private readings, um, just comment, contact me. I should have the information below. I do readings obviously with the cards and without the cards, animal communication or mediumship. I'm sending good thoughts to all. Thank you.